Good morning. It is 4:50 a.m. So I'm just gonna take you along with my day, just to show you guys what my day looks like right now during like July of 2025. So right now I'm going to be journaling and reading my declaration. So right here. So I have my declaration book right here, and then have my journal book where I write every single day in my journal, just my daily thoughts, or just writing my intentions, right? To really solidify what I'm gonna do every day, like just to write it down and keep myself accountable to it, like keep my word, right? So I just read a verse, not like a verse, but like a small paragraph here, because I'm trying to get closer to God. And so I just read one small paragraph here, and every day there's like a certain paragraph to read. So right here it says today is July 7th. So this one, yeah. So July 7th, I would read this one right here. And this was July 6th. This is July 7th. So this is what I usually do. I just read it. And today it says, God provides for my needs. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. I love and praise you, Father, because in the abiding love and care you pour upon me, I fear no evil. With you as my shepherd, I'm surrounded by your protective power at all times. I rejoice that I can relax and enjoy your green pastures and still waters. Wherever you lead me, I have complete trust that all my needs are met. I thank you, Father, for seeing to it that I lack nothing. I praise you because I can look to you for everything. I need everything I need in my life without worry, because you always provide for me. Thank you, Father. That's what it said for today. It's almost like this manifestation looking. It might look like a manifestation thing, but it's not. It's more than that, right? It's like a gateway to getting closer to God, for me at least, because I was someone who like didn't really pay attention much in church. A part of the reason being it being in Spanish, and I'm not that fluent in Spanish, so this is what I do right now to get closer to God. Just read one paragraph a day, like the dedicated paragraph based on the date. So I just read one paragraph of that, and then I just go straight into writing just my journal, my daily thought of what I'm currently going through, what I'm currently thinking. And then after this, I go do my push-ups. And so I'm gonna just write real quick, just one page or on the journal, right here. July 6th, okay. So brand new page. I'm gonna write something down, and I'll show you what I wrote. Just give me 1 second. Alright, so I just wrote a quick paragraph for today. This is what just came up in my mind, because it's not really perfect. I just write what kind of comes to me, right? And I just like write one sentence, then another sentence, then another sentence, and just kind of like just stacks on top of each other. So for today, I wrote right here, I woke up today with the intention to strive and do what's required, not just do enough. To get the life I want, I must do the work that everyone avoids. I'm super blessed to wake up and strive another day on this earth with breath in my lungs and wisdom on my mind. I will keep direction when the path seems daunting, as my whys are so strong that they override every reason why I shouldn't continue. I may be doubtful 99% of the time, but I focus on the 1% possibility to the universe giving me what I want. And so that just kind of just came to my mind as I'm in a stage where I'm very doubtful at times, and it kind of feels weird making these videos because I'll look back at it either very proud of myself or very disappointed, right? And it's kind of scary. And that's like a digital footprint I'm gonna leave behind. And so, but my main process of thinking is that who cares, right? I mean, we're all gonna leave this world, and that's not to say that in a depressing way, but we're all literally gonna leave this world. And in 2 weeks after our passing, or 6 months after our passing, everyone's gonna forget about us. And so that's just every time I feel like, oh, but what if this happens? What if they think about this? Well, what if they look at this and they look back at it and it's super embarrassing that I didn't achieve my goals? It's like, who cares? If they don't care 2 weeks after your death, then why would their opinion matter now, right? So if their opinion doesn't matter at all at that point, because we're all gonna leave this world, and it's all up to you how you want to use your life, right? And so that's just my train of thought of what I go through in my mind whenever I feel like very doubtful, or whenever I feel like, oh, this is too embarrassing. So I don't really share this, but I just want to share it. And so yeah, that's what I wrote. And then we just read a declaration, and now we're going to do some push-ups, and then we're gonna get started with the day. And I already put my contacts on before recording, so we're gonna do some push-ups. I'm gonna turn off the candle, and then we're gonna start with some cardio right now. So I'll see you outside. So early right now, super early. It's like 5 a.m. I'm gonna put my keys over here. Okay, there we go. I'll put my keys right here. And we're gonna do our push-ups, and then we're gonna go on a run. Just like a small 15-minute run, just to get our blood flow going. Because I find that after just like moving my body for a bit, then I feel really awake. And then I'm gonna come back home, I'm gonna shower. Cold shower, of course. Always cold showers in the morning, and then warmer showers at night. So let's see. I'm gonna wait till this light turns off, and then I'm gonna do my push-ups. I don't know where to put you though. Oh, I had my stand. I bought this stand off of TikTok, and I should have brought it outside. It was in my bag, but let's see. It's fine. I'm gonna put you down real quick. So usually I would do some walking, but we're gonna go on a run today. Just a small jog around the block, because I do want to get back into running. And the best way to start that is not by going intense at the beginning, but just by starting. By starting in the beginning, you build this habit, and then once you build that habit, you'll be able to go longer and longer, and you'll build that habit of just running, right, more consistently. So we're just gonna go on a 15-minute jog, and then we're gonna come home and then do a cold shower, and then I think we're gonna grab some coffee. I'm just not sure where, but I'm gonna start this run right now. It feels weird getting back into it. I haven't ran in so long because I used to play soccer and I tore my ACL. So once I did that, I just kind of stopped running all in all. But I want to get back into it. And so that's why I'm starting it right now. So we're going to do this 15-minute run. And not necessarily to lose fat, but just to build that hobby again. I want to get that hobby back in. So we're going to do this right now. And I'll see you back at the house. Feels good. That feels good. I feel, especially after losing a lot of fat within the past like 5 to 6 months, I feel lighter. I feel so much lighter. I was trying to run in January, February. I was trying to like play the Sunday league soccer, and I was gassed, bro. I was gassed out. And at the time, I didn't know I was really overweight. You know, I wasn't like obese or like really noticeably overweight compared to how other people are. But it really played a role in my fitness, in my cardio, in my, just if I want to do something simple, I just go upstairs. It would take like a little breath on me. So after losing about 20 pounds in 3-4 months, it was really eye-opening how much lighter you are, how much more you can go longer when running or when doing cardio. And so I'm really proud of that. However, it doesn't just stop there. I'm still far away from where I want to look like, but I'm just showing my daily process now to show you guys what it kind of takes, So we're back home. We're gonna take a cold shower, and we're just gonna meditate for a bit because I think meditating will really benefit me after overthinking a lot these past couple of days. I've been really just in my mind a lot, overwhelmed. And so if a 10-minute meditation, 5-minute meditation, I can just start every day, I think that would help. I just gotta be consistent at it because I'm not really good at meditating. But a part of that is because I never really got consistent at it, So we're gonna head back inside right now, and I'll see you in the next scene. All right, so we just got done. We just got out the cold shower, and it felt really, really good because I went on a run, and then that immediate cold water that just runs over my body after a run just feels good. Like after any sort of exercise, feels really good. So right now we're cooking some rice in the kitchen. I need to go check on it right now because I want to have my carbs before my workout so that I have that enough energy to sustain my workout and actually build muscle. So it's gonna be this new routine that I'm doing because I usually work out in the morning fasted, but I find that if I really want to maximize muscle growth, I'm probably gonna have to change my routine, which is okay because if I've been doing this for a while and I'm not seeing too much results, then you might as well just change things up, So we're gonna go check on the rice, and then we're gonna go just meditate for a bit. I don't really meditate, but I want to put this video out there with like a timestamp as my start of my meditation to see, how much better I feel, how much better my mind feels. Not necessarily my life's gonna change, but it's just my mind. I really optimize the way I think, the way my mind clutters up really is a problem because a lot of overthinking happens, a lot of analysis paralysis. So we're gonna do some meditation. I know it's not a one-day thing. It's a whole lifestyle. Meditation is gonna be part of my lifestyle, and it's not like this hack or anything. So just in case you guys are thinking like, oh, meditation doesn't work, or maybe it doesn't work, maybe it does work. Depends who you are. But we're gonna go check on the rice right now, and then we're gonna meditate, and Possibly, it might be too early for coffee, so I don't think we're gonna get coffee right now. But yeah, I'll see you right now. All right, so we just checked up on the rice. It looks pretty good. That's gonna be for later though, because I'm gonna work out in the afternoon. But I want to be able to make sure. Oh, look at that. There's a server right there. That's just my brother's though. But I'm gonna work out later so that I can have food in me before. So that's why I made the rice right now with the help of my mom, because I tend to burn the rice. So I just asked her, hey, can you just help me real quick, make sure I'm doing this right. And so we have the rice ready right there, and then we're gonna work out in the afternoon. We're gonna eat the rice probably around like 11:45 to 12 o'clock, and then work out around 1. And then I'm gonna eat breakfast before too. I have a bagel. I'm gonna have a bagel with eggs and turkey breast, and we're gonna have about 100 grams of carbs at that time. So before my workout, I'll be able to be full of carbs, but I'll be able to digest them before, so that I could use that as energy. Because if I'm digesting during my workout, I'm gonna feel sleepy, I'm gonna feel clumsy, and I'm not gonna feel good, you know. So that's essentially the plan. So right now we're gonna get coffee because I feel great, and I had a run, did my cardio, did my morning routine. Gonna get a coffee, and then we're gonna come back home so I can work on a meal plan for one of my clients and make sure he's on track. And we have a call with him later today, so I'll show you a little bit about that. But we're gonna go to this coffee shop that I've been to a couple times only. I think only once or twice. So we're gonna go back again. Can't wait to go back again because I like coffee shops. And I like exploring new coffee shops, especially when it's cars and coffee. Man, those are the best ones. So yeah, we're gonna go real quick. I'll see you in the car or at the coffee shop. The only thing I hate about going to coffee shops, especially when driving, is that there's no parking spot at all. Like, it has to be a mile away, or even the parking lot is either full, or they don't even have a parking lot at all, or you have to park on the street, and there's like, it's around the neighborhood, so everyone who lives around there is always taking up the parking spots. So that's the only thing I hate, and that's why I like to preferably walk to coffee shops. But there's only one nearby my house, and I don't want to go to that same one every single day or every single time I want coffee. So I just parked like almost like not even a mile away, but I'm just over exaggerating. I just parked a little far away, just a couple blocks down, just to go get coffee. So we're gonna go in there, we're gonna grab some coffee, probably iced coffee because I love iced coffee. Not sure what flavor though. And then we're gonna go back home, and we're just gonna get started on our tasks to do for the day. And yeah, we'll continue on. It tastes good. It tastes good. I got the white chocolate velvet latte, and it wasn't. It was really the velvet that really got me. I'm like, velvet. I love red velvet chocolate. I love like any red velvet, like chocolate or velvet flavored things. But I got that, and it tastes really good. So we're gonna go back home now and enjoy this and do some deep work on some meal plans I have to make. And then I have a call to take at 10:15. And then after that, we're gonna eat our pre-workout meal. Oh no, we're gonna do some tasks, and then we're gonna eat a meal before our call, and then we're gonna eat a meal after our pre-workout meal after the call, to then go work out with my boy at a gym. And it's gonna be a good day, man. God bless. That's gonna be a good day. I just realized that, you know, I'm only able to do this because God blessed me with parents to be able to support me, and you know, they're taking care of me. But it's gonna be the other way around, hopefully sooner than later. But if I have to be patient for that to happen, I will. So we're gonna just do that. We're gonna go work out. And what else do we have to do? We eat a post-workout meal, obviously. And I just want to take you guys along with me about, you know, how I navigate through my day, how my days look like, especially during this time of my life at 20 years old. Just trying to live life, live and strive for the best I can. And so, yeah, we're gonna eat our post-workout meal after that, and then we're gonna do probably just some deep work after, and then just hang out with my family. Just, you know, because when everyone's home, I like to sometimes just hang out and just relax with them. And so, yeah, that's essentially what we're gonna do. So I'll see you back at the house. So now we are back home, but I'm gonna work on some content right now. I just got done finishing a voiceover in the car before I got back inside to work on my laptop. So we're gonna just do some content right now. We still have our coffee right here, so we're gonna be very well caffeinated and awake. And it's, what time is it? 7:30. It's 7:30 right now. So just before I got home at like at 7 a.m., but then I went inside, dropped off some stuff, and then I just went back to my car to do a voiceover for my full day of eating series that I'm doing every day, just to document the journey on what I'm eating and keep myself accountable, and showing you guys just the raw daily meals that I'm eating. So essentially that's just what I'm doing, just documenting the journey, just showing you guys that this is like the work that needs to be done, or this is my life that I tend to live. So I'm not trying to hide anything, but yeah, we're gonna work on some content right now. Then I'm gonna work on some meal plans, and after that we're gonna take a call. No, after that we're gonna eat our breakfast, and then I'll show you exactly what I'm gonna eat for breakfast and why I'm gonna eat it for breakfast. I think I'm gonna have bagel with egg and turkey breast, so good in protein, but also very well in carbs, so that I can have enough carbs for my workout. But yeah, let's get straight to work. So we just got done for the past hour with our content. We have our posts ready to post later today. And then we just had to readjust one of my clients' meals, who is really struggling with his consistency with his wake up effort, with his morning routine, which we implemented like a couple weeks ago, and his nutrition, which can be really improved. But we're going to get on a call like around 10:15. It is about to turn 9 a.m. right now. So yeah, we just got done with the content. We just adjusted the meal plan, and we're going to discuss on the call how we need to adjust the meal plan, see what he likes and dislikes, see what he can be consistent with more, and see what he needs to, what he would like to keep in the meal plan. So it just constantly changes depending on how he likes it, depending on what he's feeling. And of course, it's not going to be, just always everything that he enjoys. He's going to have to eat for fuel sometimes, not just for taste. But the whole point of a meal plan is to keep it consistent. So of course it's going to be half and half for fuel and for taste. Just keep it balanced and consistent. But essentially, yeah, we finished the coffee. I'm not sure if I said that before. Finished the coffee, and we're going to make breakfast before the call, which is going to be bagel, egg, and turkey breast, right? So the bagel is going to be mainly for carbs, and the eggs and the turkey breast are for protein, and for the eggs are for fat too. So don't be afraid of the fat from the eggs. The eggs have great nutrients, right? And it's satiating for you, so you can keep yourself full with the protein and the fat. And so yeah, that's going to be our morning. We're just going to make some breakfast right now. I'll just walk you through exactly how I'm going to make it. Let me just unplug my phone. I need to charge it a little bit, but essentially, let's just go make some breakfast right now. Yeah, let me just close this. I need to charge my laptop before the call. I'm gonna throw this coffee away right now. Oops, I just spilled some, but it's all good. So let's make some breakfast. Let's see, we're gonna turn this on. Let's get our bagels right now. Hold on 1 second. So before I show you how I make my breakfast, I got this from the TikTok shop, and I think it's one of the best equipment pieces that I've gotten so far from what I've seen. Like, it has this stands right here, these little legs, and then it has the magnet of where you can just put your phone, especially for if you have the latest phones like the iPhone 16, 15, or 14. You get to just have this magnet, and oh shoot, I didn't even notice. I forgot it does that. You could clip it onto your bag if you want. Look, it has the clip right here. You can just put it right here, clip it onto your bag. That's pretty sick. But it has the legs right here, so it just stands right there, and the magnet's right here. I think it's super cool, so I'm gonna lay you right there. Super cool, super convenient, because sometimes I don't have any like something to hold my phone on, or like it's just really awkward. Like for my push-ups, I put my phone on this vertical pole to record vertical, right? But if I want to record horizontal, I really don't know how to do it. Like I have nothing to hold it, like no water bottle. But this thing is great, absolutely great. So we have the bagels right here. We're gonna have a bagel, and it's a cinnamon swirl. What's it called? Yeah, cinnamon swirl
Thomas bagels, cinnamon swirl, 10 grams of protein per serving. So per 2 bagels, I believe. Just gonna open this up. That's half a bagel. Let's see. Well, we need to put this over here. So we got our bagel right here. Just gonna open it up. And I usually just toast this. So I just toast this bagel. I'm gonna put it inside the toaster right here. Gonna put it inside, oops. And so I just toast that up. As you see, it's right there in the toaster. And in the meantime, I'm going to make my eggs and my turkey breast, which I'm gonna heat up this pan right here. If this wants to turn on, there we go. So I just heat up this pan right here. And I don't know how I'm gonna put the phone. Shoot, 1 second. That's fine. You don't need to see the pan. So, man, this is like so unprepared. Anyways, so we have the pan right here, and we're gonna get our eggs and our turkey breast. Just give me 1 second. All right, so I found a way to keep it holded. That's why I love this thing so much. Like, you can't see my face, but I'm right here. So we're gonna measure the turkey breast, which I love to just measure on here. You can't see it, but I'm gonna measure my turkey breast right now. My mom got me this new turkey breast since we ran out of the other ones. She was like, I found an alternative, and this is way better. This one is way better, like macro wise and taste wise. I could just make sandwiches with these because these taste much better, I think, in my opinion. So we're gonna measure out about 112 grams of turkey breast, which is around 4 slices. It should be around 112, 116 grams, which is totally fine. Not sure if you can see. It might be backwards, but it has 116 grams right there. And so we're gonna leave that to the side. Spare pan just a little bit. And also the bagels are ready, so they're now nicely toasted. We're just gonna put them on this plate right here for the side. And let's make this go farther. Oh, you can see now. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we have our turkey breast right here. And so we're just gonna drop this in the pan. So we're gonna let that heat up real quick. And then we're gonna put it back in here on this plate. And we're gonna have our 2 eggs. We have 2 eggs. And then we're gonna put the turkey breast onto the bagel. And oh, actually, I think I have avocado. I do have avocado. Okay, I'm gonna put avocado on the, I don't know if you can see me, yeah. I'll go on my knee. I'm gonna put avocado on the bagel, I think, as like the spread. Then put the turkey breast, and then put the egg. Just fold the egg, put it inside, smash it together. There's our breakfast for today. So I'm gonna show you the final product. Just give me 1 second as I cook this up, because or else this video will be very long. But yeah, I will cut back to you right now. So apparently I don't have avocado. So we're just gonna have the bagel with turkey breast and egg. So we're gonna crack these eggs right now. Just 2. There we go. Alright, so we got that done. Just waiting for our turkey breast to finish up the cooking, which should be almost by now. But I find it really weird how I was used to, I was so confused about like the macros and stuff. Oh, this is way crooked. 1 second. I was really confused with macros and food and what foods to eat because of the online presence of like social media. It was making it all confusing. Everything was about views, likes, and comments, sparking controversies about all these different nutrition diets. And I was just so confused as a kid, just trying to put muscle on. And I just wanted the information. Just tell me what I need to eat and I'll just eat it. And there's so many things online that you just get confused about. And I was so confused. I didn't want to learn. I almost I avoided learning it because I didn't want to be confused. Or like I didn't want it to expose my mistakes. You know, that's why I avoided learning about macros. I was just too afraid of getting my ego hurt, you know? like getting told that what I was doing at that time was wrong. And so I avoided learning about all that until recently, and I really have almost pretty much mastered how to eat, and I just need to master what time to eat it at though. You know, because with work it's kind of hard, and you come home late, you're probably hungry, you want to eat more than you should. But yeah, that's essentially what got me to really like learning about it recently, because I wanted to put more muscle on, I wanted to lose my fat, and I was able to through my nutrition. And now I know what works, I know what doesn't work, I know how much calories to decrease by, I know how to control my cravings. That still needs some work on, but anyways, but essentially now it's like I know what works, I know what doesn't work, and now I can really eat for my goals because I understand what to eat. I just need to know what time to eat it at though. And usually I fast in the morning and work out in the morning and then eat a post-workout meal, but I think I'm gonna start changing up my routine to working out later and then eating my carbs before so that I can fuel up and really increase my glycogen stores, which is something I learned online, and use that energy for my workouts. So let's fold this real quick. Let's put it right here. Got the other two right here. So yeah, apparently I don't have avocado, which sucks, but it's okay. Now I'm just gonna give it one more spray for the eggs. One quick spray. Lower the heat a little bit, and then just put the eggs in there. And there we go. Now I'm just gonna let this sit for a bit. Just move it around. There we go. So we're almost done. Just gonna wait for these eggs to sit and become solidified so I can fold it and put it on with the turkey breast on the bagel. And I also like to add just a piece of cheese just for the flavoring. Just add a piece of cheese on top of the turkey breast so that it can already start melting. If I know how to open these things, I can never find the seam to open these. There it is. There we go. Then we just put it on top of the chicken breast. Just let it sit there and melt. And then these eggs are about to be solidified. So let me I don't want it mixed and fluffy. I just want it just a little bit solidified so I can fold it all together. I'm getting more familiar with, why chefs do certain things or why my mom does certain things. Like, why would you tilt the pan? What's the point of doing that? What's the point of doing this? But now as I'm practicing through it, it's like, oh, I get it now. I understand now. All right, not the best fold, but I think it's pretty good. All right, so we fold it. Oh, shoot. That's what it fell. Fold it up, and we're going to put it on top of here. And then now, just going to place it on here. Boom. Now that cheese is going to really melt. I'm going to place the top. And you're all set. So there is our bagel sandwich with egg, turkey breast, and cheese. I would have put something like avocado or mayonnaise, but I don't want to really put mayonnaise. But there's essentially our breakfast for the day. Let me take you off the tripod thing. Looks pretty solid. I like it. Looks pretty solid. So you just saw me in real time just make that. That's going to be my not my pre-workout meal, my breakfast. And then after the call, we're going to have our pre-workout meal, which we have rice ready, which I showed you guys earlier. Well, I didn't show you guys because I don't want to open it. But we have some rice ready, and we're going to clean this up a little bit. I have my scale right here. So I'm going to turn that off. And now we're going to eat. So essentially, that's what I make for breakfast, and that's my thought process to what I would make depending on what my goals are. My goal is to gain my more muscle mass and not dirty bulk like how I did last year. Last year was a mess. I dirty bulked last year. Man, I thought it was gonna be like the faster way to build muscle and look a lot better, but no, it was not. It was indeed the path to destruction. I'm gonna eat this meal, or eat this sandwich, as I suppose. Then we're gonna get on the call, and I'll show you probably a little clip of the call, depending on how it goes. We're gonna get on the call, and then I'll be back with making our pre-workout meal, which is gonna be ground beef and rice, and then we're gonna get to the gym later. So I will cut scene to the next scene.
I couldn't, like today with the whole morning schedule. I woke up late. Like I be waking up at 9 now, and I don't have enough time to just work out. So I do my whole thing, take cold shower, push-ups, then eat, and prep for lunch for work. But man, I have no more time for my workout. So it's because I've been waking up mad late, bro. It's insane. I started since like Wednesday, because I came back home like around like 3 o'clock because of some movie premiere. And since then, bro, I've been like downward, bro, I'm gonna be honest.
And so how many days did you come back home late?
So it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, Wednesday and Thursday. It was just Wednesday and Thursday.
What happened Friday and Saturday and Sunday?
Friday was 4th of July, so bro, I felt like crazy lazy. And it's like, I had no excuses, honestly. I was just being lazy. I didn't hit my workout. I just did like stuff around the house. I was just being lazy, bro. I couldn't even get my steps in.
And Saturday?
Saturday I went to my grandma's house. Again, bro, I was being lazy.
Okay, but you're not like late at night out, are you?
No. That was only for Wednesday and Thursday. I don't want to hit you with excuses left to right, so I gotta take accountability. I want to wake up like at 6, bro. Not 5 like you do, but I want to wake up at 6. I just need hope, bro, because like, man, I don't know how you wake up so early, because today I woke up I woke up at 6, but man, I know you said to do push-ups, but I couldn't, bro. I just like closed my eyes and I knocked out again. I'm like, fuck.
Do you have an alarm?
Yeah, I do have an alarm. That's what kept on waking me up.
Where do you keep it?
Like right next to my ear, so on the window. Yeah, it's right next to my bed. I hear it clearly.
Do you know why it's a mistake?
Oh, because you want me to like get up and like actually.
You gotta get up, yeah. You gotta get up.
Is that what you do?
Every day. You have to put it away from your bed so you wake up, get up, and you turn off the alarm. It's not gonna fix everything, but just put it away from your bed. You're gonna notice a big change. You're gonna get back up, you're gonna turn it off, and then you're gonna go do your push-ups and send that video to me. All you have to do is just press on the calories, and then you can change your calories to 1800.
And if I can't figure it out, can you send me like a screen video?
Yeah, if you can't find it out, just text me and I'll send you the screen recording.
Thank you, Carlos.
All right, so we just wrapped up the call right now, and he's been really struggling with consistency with his nutrition, with his steps, and he really fell off his morning routine. But we're going to make sure he gets back on track by actually implementing a good strategy, which he's been having cravings at night. So we're going to have him have a protein shake so that he can be able to stay consistent and nurture his cravings away from the sugary stuff. And then he's going to put his alarm away from his bed so that he's not like within arm's reach and he can just turn it off easily and just go back to sleep. Of course, you still have the chance of going back to sleep even after you get up and turn off your alarm, but still, we want to minimize every single, we want to minimize our options to be able to sleep in, because this is not good if you just turn off your alarm and then go back to sleep. Then what's the point of the alarm, right? So right now we're gonna go hit our pre-workout meal in about, what time is it? 10. It's almost 11. So we're gonna hit our pre-workout meal in like 30 to 45 minutes so that we can go to the gym later. And essentially we have our energy for the gym after we eat that. Right now we're just gonna chill for a bit. We're gonna focus on just calories and meal plans for him based on what we talked about, and we'll be set to go. So it is 12 o'clock right now, and I'm kind of late for my meal, but I know I'll still be able to feel good during my workout after I eat this. I have some ground beef. I just reheated the rice. It was stuck in this pot, and then I just took it out and reheated it because it was a little bit cold. So we just reheated in the microwave, and now we have the ground beef ready to mix in with the rice. And then I'm gonna add 1 banana to get those extra carbs in. This should be the highest carb meal of the day. So we just have a banana right here. So we're gonna eat that, and we'll be headed on our way to the gym at like, what time? Like 1:10, 1:15. So in like an hour. So in the meantime, I'm probably gonna just do some walking before I go, like a digestive walk, and then we'll hit the gym with my friend. It should be a good lift. It's gonna be a push / upper body day. We're gonna see, because we both have different splits, but we know we're not hitting legs today for sure. Legs is tomorrow. But today we're gonna enjoy this workout and have a good time. And then after, gonna come home, most likely, then have a post-workout meal, which we have chicken breast ready from last night. We just defrosted it. And we have chicken breast, and we're gonna mix that in with an apple, because fruit after a workout, super cheat coded, I guess, whatever we like to call it, because the science behind that is that your insulin spikes up when you eat a fruit. Those simple sugars really spikes up after a workout, and when you pair that up with the protein, it like rapidly recovers, because your body's in a sensitive mode or sensitive state after your workout. It's broken down the muscle, and then when you have a simple fruit, spikes up that insulin takes all the macros, the protein, the carbs, and the fats to their designated spots, which the protein is going to go to the muscles, recover, and build much more bigger. So that's the science behind that. So I've been implementing that for like the past month, and I believe it's been really playing a good role into my gains. So we're going to be doing that for now. I'll see you at the gym. Had a great lift with my boy, and we had a good chest day, tricep and shoulder day. We didn't do like a lot of exercises, but we did the essential ones, and we just took it to failure every single set. So it was a really good workout. I had my muscles full of glycogen, and we were able to just pump it up, and it feels amazing. So now we're gonna go home, and we're gonna have our post-workout meal, which is gonna be chicken breast with apples, and then we have a shake and yogurt to eat. And then that's officially our macros done for the day. 200 grams of protein, I think 200 carbs, and 47 grams of fat, or 50, around just under 50. So it's great macros for today. Awesome day for the foods. And then we're gonna publish a YouTube video, a YouTube vlog, as I'm making another vlog right here. But I'm not gonna promote it or anything. It's more of so just like consistency. I don't really promote all my YouTube videos. Like if there's gonna be one where I post and it's not, too informative, too good, I won't promote it. I'll just post it for the consistency, because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm not gonna post it because it's not perfect. Well, I'm still gonna post it, even though if it's not perfect. I'm just not gonna promote it as much, right? So, and it's just sometimes I want to document my days without, just to have it there out there for me to look back at. And if anyone else wants to look back at it, I'll just have it there too. So we'll upload that, and then we gotta finish a couple meal plans, not meal plans, but meal plan for my client that I was talking to earlier, Adan, so we can be able to reassure that he gets consistent. And then we're gonna post the rest of our content and just relax for the rest of the night. So I'll be doing that, and I'll see you in the kitchen when I'm making my post-workout meal. so we made the post-workout meal, which is chicken breast with some bell pepper, onion, and cherry tomato. So this is great. And I had an apple because, as I said before, I think I said it previously in this video, that insulin spike you get from after you work out, your body's pretty sensitive, and then it wants to recover quickly. So you get that insulin spike after like a simple sugar, like an apple or a strawberry, or maybe even a banana, watermelon, any simple, or even gummy bears too. It really spikes up the insulin and recovers faster whenever you pair it up with a high protein meal, which is why I have chicken breast with me too. Really good, really good. And I had it defrosted the night before, so I was able to just cook it up real quick. You guys saw me cut it, season it, and I just put it on the pan with the bell pepper and the onion and the cherry tomato. It tastes awesome. So now, what? Yeah. So now we're gonna eat this. Then we're gonna just go clean up ourselves because I just came back from the gym, so I'm pretty dirty. I mean, technically, but I washed my hands for sure before this. And so I'm gonna go shower, and then we're gonna read a book that I just got. I got another book. It's called Outwitting the Devil. I don't know if it's backwards, but I'm gonna read this. I read Atomic Habits, which taught me a lot about identity. And bro, let me get that, please. Wow, it taught me a lot about identity. Essentially, this is the book it was. Let me see if I can grab it. This one really shape-shifted my way of thinking with the habits that I do, like the habits that are unconscious and the habits that are conscious. And it's mainly talking about the unconscious ones that lead us to our identity figure, and we want to make sure we are aware of that. And so that's gonna be like a whole different topic. Honestly, that's like a whole different video if I ever talk about that. But I'm just gonna read Outwitting the Devil, and then we got Think and Grow Rich right here. So this is not just about just money. It's not just about money. It's just a way of thinking, I believe. That's what they said, at least. It's a way of thinking. And I think the way of thinking is super important before you actually start to see physical changes. And so I invest in myself a lot of the times. I read a lot of books now. And I mean, I still need to finish these two so that I can grasp. And I'm going to read it again too, because once I read it once, there's probably some things I missed. And essentially, I want to be able to just consume like a sponge all the knowledge that I got from it. And it's really fun, honestly. It's not even boring. It's fun because you learn things that you didn't even think about before. And this is books from like years ago, right? Like the Outwitting the Devil one is from like 1920, 1930 something. Think and Grow Rich is like, I believe like 50 to 60. I might be so off target, but 50 to 60 years old. So essentially, it's those books that are like, they care about the knowledge and the value they give. And it's not necessarily for money. Like a lot of authors nowadays, it's for money, right? They start new series, they try to promote it. You got Netflix, you got all these TV apps, you got a place to promote it, like ads, YouTube ads. But back then, it's mainly for actually expanding knowledge to the public, because that's what would make your book popular. The knowledge, like if it actually changed someone's life, they would tell someone else. They would tell someone else, and then the word of mouth spreads around. And that's essentially what happened with Napoleon Hill. All his books, word of mouth. And that's why he became so popular, because it was so powerful, all his books. I believe the Devil one was so powerful, they kept it locked away for like almost 100 years. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it said in the beginning, in the intro. And then they just released it like not even 15 years ago. Crazy. So I can't wait to see what's actually in that book. So yeah, that's just my thoughts with reading, with investing into myself. And, you know, just even mentors or books or courses, whatever. You might say they're all scams. They might say all the self-help stuff are all scams, but you could say whatever you want. I tend to get knowledge from them. Whether it's very little knowledge or whether it's no knowledge, then I learned what to look out for before I invest in myself. And it's been really fun with this. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to read a little bit. I'm going to work on the meal plan that that Adan needs to get worked on, and essentially post my content. And just probably hang out here, honestly. I'm not sure what else there is. Oh, probably prep for tomorrow. I'm gonna plan for tomorrow also. I have work tomorrow and Wednesday. It's Monday today, so I have work tomorrow and Wednesday, so I need to condense everything I have to do in fewer amount of time because I work usually in the afternoon to nighttime. So long hours, but not as much as a lot of people out there. So super grateful for that. So before we wrap this vlog up, I went to go shower and then I went to go have my protein shake. But I'm reading this book outside, Outwitting the Devil. And I'm not exactly sure or understand what it's saying yet. Just yet. And from what I'm understanding right now, it's Napoleon Hill, the author of the book. This is just like a summarization of what I just read so far, right? I'm still in the learning process with understanding this book. I'm just over halfway through the first chapter, right? I'm just halfway through it. It's a pretty long chapter, like 30 pages long. And from what my understanding is this book talked about in the intro how it was like about finding traits of the successful and finding traits of unsuccessful, and how you would learn from what not to do than what to do from the successful people, by asking the unsuccessful, by the so-called failures, what they did, because then you would figure out what not to do. And then it got to this point where Napoleon got a purpose given to him, essentially, by, I believe, Andrew Carnegie. And his purpose was to find what it was, at least from what the intro said, about success and the definition of it. This is just like a very broad, generic summarization of what I just read. I need to read it multiple times to be able to grasp it. And then it goes to talk about in the first chapter how essentially the history of Napoleon and what he did, like as a businessman, what he did trying to expand sales teams, trying to expand all these different types of businesses. And it was just talking about the history of it, and I don't want to stay out here for too long, so I just stopped after reading halfway through the first chapter because I want to keep it sustainable. I don't want to stress myself out. It was just talking about his history, his past, what he's done, and just talking about what he's been doing to get to this point, and what his interests were, and what essentially he has done before we get into the good stuff, like about outwitting the devil, supposedly, and actually talking to the devil, supposedly, from what it said in the intro. And so this is like one of those books where you're gonna need it to read through it almost halfway to get a good grasp of what exactly is being said. Because there was a lot of books where I read and it was like I wanted to stop reading because I didn't understand it in the first chapter or the second chapter or the third chapter. But once you can go through the pages, like halfway through the book, you start to connect the dots. You start to connect what exactly is going on and how to connect the dots yourself. And you start to piece together what the actual message is. And you see, like, oh, I get it. That's the type of feeling that I'm thinking I'm going to get after I finish this book, right? I've read the other one, Atomic Habits, and I learned a lot from it, right? It was simple, straightforward, but I believe this is like one of those advanced ones where you'll need to read more through it and almost get probably like to the third or fourth chapter before you even understand it. But I will keep updated of this book because it's something that supposedly was pretty much like, how do you call it, recommended by certain people I saw online, people that I look up to, and this was one of them. So I got it, want to read it, and so far in the first half of the chapter, so I'm like nowhere near close to being done. I'm pretty confused, right? I mean, I get the message, I get the point. He's just talking about the backstory, how Napoleon got to where he was, and supposedly this is one of the most wealthiest people in the world, Napoleon Hill. So I'm just sharing my thoughts on it, right? I was sitting here for 45 minutes just reading it outside as I listened to like classical music in my headphones because I believe that's the most appropriate music, especially for during this time of the book when it was being written, which is like 1920s, 1910s, 1930s, somewhere around those times. So I believe it really hits harder when you have like some sort of music that goes along with it. You know, very light volume, not like blasting music. So that's what I do essentially. But I'm gonna have to read more of it. And I also have another book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. So that's another one I'm gonna read, but I want to finish this one first and truly grasp the message before I move on to another one. But that's essentially how my day went today. I'm just gonna go inside and have some yogurt because that's just the final meal, or not meal, but final snack that I have. I had a shake after I stopped recording the other scene. I just had a shake. I showered, and then I just came outside. It's about, what time is it? It's about 8 p.m. 7:51. It's about 8 p.m. now, so I'm gonna go back inside and just do some prepping for tomorrow, because as you know, or you should know and understand that most of the success is done from preparation, right? Not analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis is not preparation. You're not taking any action, okay? Preparing is having intent to take action very, very soon. Analysis paralysis is trying to find the perfect plan. So just a little key takeaway from there. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which will be probably Mondays now, because Mondays is when I can really vlog through my day without having like anything pop up last minute. So it was a very, very good day today. Now we have to do it again tomorrow, the next day. Even though I have work, I have to condense everything, as I said before. I have to condense everything into fewer hours, but I must do what is required. So I'll see you tomorrow in my Instagram stories. If you don't follow the Instagram, follow it, as I'm just posting daily what I'm going through, my day-to-day process, why I'm doing it, and essentially the process of going up, essentially. So, which is something that's gonna take a long time, but that's how it is done. So I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you in the next video whenever it's posted. And if you want to follow my Instagram, the link will be down below. So I'll see you in the next one.